Supper Dub Nation, Rich with Let's Go Warriors here. I'm going to do the play-by-play for the Warriors at the Lakers. Surprisingly, the game is on ABC. So we go to ABC, and yeah, game's on ABC. Not NBC Sports Bay Area, not Prime, not NBC, but ABC. And let's pull up the back screen. We're going to share, first of all, our Discord server. So we've got everything ready to go here in terms of the game and the box score. Go to our Discord server. This was the only photo I could really find that didn't have Steph and didn't have, I wanted Guy, but there wasn't enough time to find a Guy Lakers thing. We have Mike Dunleavy in LA pregame. We have Kristaps Porzingis there as well. And I've got a million things going on over there. So need to catch up on a little bit of that. What is this? Oh, starting five. Okay. There's more Kristaps Porzingis. So KP in the house. Crazy that he's a Warrior. Starting five. Pat, Melt, Guy. I guess Moody's playing the 4, but it should be 1, 2, 3. Guy's at the 4. Draymond at the 5. They got Jaxson Hayes, I believe, at DeAndre Ayton's out. They got Draymond Green at the 5 and against Jaxson Hayes. So I think that's a little bit easier for Dray to handle than your typical humongous center. Trying to catch up on a lot of these. Let me see who the Lakers are starting. KP, according to Anthony Slater, has said that he's met with Rick Celebrini in them. So let's listen in on this ASAP.
I think it's a great opportunity to turn a new page. From what I've seen and the conversations I've had so far with the medical staff here, the people that work here, I have to say I'm very surprised, very optimistic, and that's I'm in really, really good hands, if not some of the best hands, and I think that will also add to already what I have in my mind. So I look forward to really having a surprisingly good post All-Star break, period.
Just as a quick follow-up to that, why were you surprised? What surprised you?
What surprised me? I don't know. Just we clicked. I think we clicked in the first couple of conversations, and I already had heard good things, but I think now I just put the pieces together and I was like, okay, I see how these guys are some of the best. So I think it's just going to help me to be healthy.
To kind of follow up on that too, what was the focus of your first?
Okay, so I expect to have that up on our channel after the game, late night tonight, what have you. It's gonna, I'm doing a play-by-play here, so I'm doing it all. A little bit busy, but I am updating the Discord as we speak with everything, a little bit more organized, so that it's not just tons and tons of tweets that you're trying to sift through. So that's what we do there. Cool. So Mike Breen on the call. Almost got this thing done. Marcus Smart's gonna get the call. And we're gonna tip off soon, not quite yet. We should look at the NBA. There's a lot to catch up on, but the NBA live feed on the Discord is probably going to have even more videos because, you know, my guy Mark Medina is going to be there, a whole bunch of other people, LA people. So they're all in on that particular pregame extravaganza that happens to be at Staples, aka Crypto. And that is the situation. Hold on. And I just heard the whistle, so we're about to start. And I just posted all the Porzingis videos. There's the talcum powder toss by LeBron. So if you go to our Discord and you scroll down, you can see all of the Porzingis stuff kind of together. And we're going to need to keep track of that for later. But anyways, join our free Discord. Of course, these are the live feeds, so it's a little bit different. When you have the free version, you have to wait for me to put the curated version up there. But the curated version is now up there. I just put it up there, which is in the Porz section. Called it Porz because that's what he calls himself. That's his handle on Instagram, KPorz. We're about to tip off, but here, joining our free Discord is like this. You just go to wap.com, go ask AI or Google it on how to join Discord itself. You should have your own Discord handle. Draymond won the tip against Jaxson Hayes, and here we go. And we go up top, nothing there on the handoff. So it's Guy Santos back to Dray up top. 4 guys on one side, and it's Moody for the dribble handoff, and he gets blocked by Hayes. Pat hustles and gets it, has to fire, missed it. And it's a foul. Guy Santos got clocked by Marcus Smart. Yeah, Guy. Guy's so good, man. And it's Pat left side. Laravia's on him. Jake. Pat over Jake. That mofo. Dribble J fade on Jake Laravia. They slow roll it, you know. Lakers are one of the slowest teams in the league, but they found Rui way up top, deep against Moses. Gee, left side, bad pass, but got to Moody somehow. Pop a 2, it's good. Way to go, Mo. 4-3 Warriors. LeBron, quick pass over to Rui. He'll take a 2. Worst shot in basketball. Just kidding. Missed the 2. Should have done a sidestep. You got to learn your sidesteps, really. Melt will pull up from 3. Brick it. Long rebound. Guy got it. Guy Santos, baby. And he goes inside to Pat. They swing it around 2 times. Moses pop a 3. No good. And Laravia, left side, Draymond. Melton's there as well. Get back. Marcus Smart 3. Got it. Swish. we had switches, and Guy was late, but you know, it's Marcus Smart. Let him make one first, because usually doesn't hit those. Don't forget to hit the like button when you come in. We're going to have a good play-by-play. And then I'm going to do a recap. Melt one-on-one. Hayes way outside. Bricked another one. Hits the board twice. Nope. laravia rebound. Guy couldn't quite get it. And they throw it away. Jake threw it way over Jackson's head. And Melt finds Guy. Guy looking for Melt. Melt goes around Draymond's screen. Changes direction. Jumps inside. Finds Draymond. Baseline 2. No good. Guy hustles and gets it. Oh, it's a foul on Guy. Well, you can't be mad at that. That's good hustle. Ener-Gui. Ener-Gui is on point. And it's left side Jake with Melt on the switch. And over to LeBron. 4-3 up top. No good over Moody. Guy with another rebound. Let's put up the box score now that we've got some stats to show. Guy now already with 2 rebounds. Draymond 3. Brick it. His offensive woes continue. Marcus Smart. Beautiful lead pass. Jaxson Hayes. Dunk it. I don't know what's up with Draymond. There was a little slow reaction on that one. I don't know if it was a straight switch or what have you, but that's what we were faced with. And let me check as Pat slows it up. Let me make sure I get the laptop up. Up, 3-ball Pat. Didn't get it. Short over Marcus Smart. And, you know, we have to rely on people to step up in Steph's absence. And laravia is going to fire a 3. No good. Pat Spencer rebound. And I don't know what happened, but Lakers have the ball again, and LeBron throws it away. laravia not in the vicinity. No reaction from one of the greatest, LeBron. So that's one thing I like about LeBron is he doesn't have reactions when he makes a mistake. Draymond finds Gary. Great pass. Rui fell asleep. That's the thing on Rui, isn't it? He tends to fall asleep. But thank you for doing that. Gary sub in, dunk via Dray. Rui fell asleep. And it's 6-8. All that, we're still down 6-8. Man, LeBron's going to post up Pat. Finds Jaxson Hayes. Draymond block. Draymond with the long arm block. And Pat didn't pass it to Gary. It looked like Draymond wanted him to do that. Moses has to take a tough one. Good and one. Foul on LeBron on the closeout. So great sequence there. So they're looking at this. Man, Moody's been locked in, man. I got to hand it to him, man. 1 for 3 only today, but Austin Reaves off the bench. I believe he's on minutes restriction. That's why. And usually you want to do minutes restriction. You want to finish with the guy. So here's another example of a guy not starting, but being on minutes restriction, and you want him to finish the game. So, you know, it kind of makes sense, even though we had Melton start. So I don't know. We got to study his minutes at some point when there's, you know, give me a 2-hour block of time. I'll study it, but it's hard. LeBron finds Rui. Baseline. 3 guys on. That should be a jump ball. Late call. It was the ref number 17, and the ref right in front of the play did not call that. So let's look at the refs. Are we getting a TV timeout maybe? I don't think it's a challenge, but Tyler Ford, Nate Green, and Jonathan Sterling. I'll take a look at it one more time. But yeah, jump ball. Rewatch this whole thing. Pods came in, by the way. So it was Rui, Gary, Moses, Dray. Dray, Mo, and Gary smother Rui. Believe it's a jump ball. And we got a timeout. And it's 10-8, 6:43 to go. Ten to 8, 6:43. And let me look at one more time the referee situation. 17 called it, and it was right in front of the other guy, Nate Green. So it had to be Sterling made the call with Nate Green right in front of him. So something to look out for. Does Nate Green suck? I don't know. We'll see. Sterling's the younger guy. All right, let's check the comments and see who's here. Who'd they give the block to? Draymond. But didn't he already have one before that? I thought he had one before that. I'm doing notes in the description. Yeah, he should have two, honestly, if that one was a block. But I don't know. Held ball doesn't go to the. Oh, he didn't get one for the previous one. Let's see. The previous one was Jaxson Hayes. Let's look for Hayes layup. Oh, he didn't get nothing. That's horrible. Them scorekeepers suck, man. Pinky in the house. Bloomer in the house. I don't know. Is KP on the bench? Let's check. Percy in the house. Bruce causing havoc in the chat. All right, Draymond won the tip. He's so good at that, man. He's good at winning tips, man. And Draymond gets the ball from Melt. Finds Al, corner three. No good. LeBron, outlet to Marcus. Be careful. He might kill you. Marcus Smart. Him and Dylan Brooks, two of the most dangerous people playing the game. The one before that was Matthew Dellavedova, who has retired. Thankfully. And it's the slow roll of the Lakers. LeBron goes left side. Who left the left side? Who left the left side? Was it Gary? Let me rewatch this. Someone fell asleep on Bron, man. 3 by Dray missed. Oh, Draymond he broke his ankles. LeBron feeling it. Pulls up for 3, no good. Pods. Rebound. And Draymond throws the ball to Austin Reaves. What are you doing, old man? Old man. Missed the 3 by Rui, and that's why nobody wants Rui, man. And Melton goes inside. Banker good. What a sequence. What's the score? 12-10 Warriors. Oh, and Melton got a steal of LeBron. Pods with the alley-oop that Gary did not anticipate, but ends up a 3 for Melton. Nothing there. That's the modern NBA. A lot of things don't get cashed in. Bron goes upstairs. Al steals it. Yay, Al. And it's Pods. 4-3 contested. No good. Gary rebound. Put back. 14-10 Warriors. Yay, Gary. Gary's going to take a foul on purpose. Oh, was that? Wait a minute. Let me rewatch this. Because everybody's tired. I'll bet you took a foul on purpose because Draymond's tired as hell. Yep. He took a... Gary takes foul on purpose to get Draymond out. Wow, man. When you are old, you are old. Sheesh. I'm gradually sliding towards Bruce territory. Bruce desires to mothball Draymond. No, not mothball, but relegate him to the bench. Shoot, what? Oh, man. Whatever. Okay, so Pods is going to work on Rui. Find Gary at the last moment. Well, he's one-on-one against the backup. 3-ball good, Gary. Where did you do that? Steph is so happy. Who is that guy? Oh, KLEBER. KLEBER. Member of Hydra. Maxi KLEBER. Hydra. Oh, man. Austin Reaves. Nice layup, but the Baker rolls out and then gets tipped out right to Reaves and Ener-Gui. Ener-Gui. Oh, stays in front. Oh, Tyler Ford blocking foul. Come on. Maxi KLEBER. KLEBER. I swear he must have been in the Captain America movie, right? Wasn't he? Anybody remember? Pretty sure he was. Member of Hydra. I'm kidding. Just because you're German doesn't make you a member of Hydra. Really 2-ball good against Al. So we're up 17-12 though with 2:47 to go. Rather low scoring. Pods. Are they in zone? Lakers are in zone. What are you, nuts? Do you know about Ener-Gui? Ah, corner 3, no good. Ah, well, that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Ah, we'll steal by Will on the pass. Oh, Gary threw it right back, but it was risky. Oh, well. 3-ball. Kennard. Oh, no. Kennard. Good timeout by Steve. Getting a little wild. I wonder if he called the timeout because it was getting a little wild by Gary. I think so. Kennard 3, Steve timeout as it gets wild. Let me rewatch, see if he had a reaction. Definitely was walking towards Gary. Let me rewatch this. Steal that and just, yep, throws it away. Yep. Steve's mad at Gary. Gary admitted fault. Kerr put the 2 fists up as if to say, hold the ball. And Gary said, my bad. But it is, what the hell's the score? 17-15. Good timeout, man. Let me show you. I'm going to screenshot this real quick. Good old YouTube TV won't get rid of the moniker. Hold on, let me try that again. I got to go back 15 seconds. Damn you, YouTube TV. Damn you. Pay $83 a month. I deserve better. Oh, it's because I want to screenshot it. Gosh. Technology. See if I can get that over. Okay, let's take a look at that. Image file. Is that working? Image file. Come on, guys. He's got fists like this. He's got a firm grip. He's not happy. Let me change my background. There we go. Steve with the two fists after Gary throws the ball to the wrong team. All right, let's get rid of that. Get that back. Simpsons. What's the Simpsons reference? Oh, Bart went to France. Okay, whatever. I don't remember that either. All right, Al. I didn't watch everything. And Will Rich, bad pass. Oh, man. Moody had to tightrope the sideline, and he did. And then Al throws it to the wrong team. What are you guys doing? ATO even. Steve's got to be beside himself. He's got his arms folded. And 3-ball, Vandy. And Stackhouse shakes his head. Just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I got to rewatch that because we're in zone, and our zone sucks. And we go past to Pods. Good move by Pods. And then really bad pass by Kennard. Pods steals it. 3-ball, Will Richard, no good. Pods rebound over to Will, over to Al. Oh, way to go, guys. And we're up 21-18. And 3-ball, no good, Reaves. Good thing Lakers' second team kind of is iffy. And Pods drives and gets a hold by Vando. I got to ask my buddy who's a Lakers fan, when did Vando start coming off the bench? Is it the modern NBA? And it's a 5-second call on Pods. Come on, man. Guys. We devolve into the high school basketball again. Was it, whose fault was that? Let me rewatch as we're in the zone again. Just pass the ball to Moses. Somebody fouls LeBron. Moody was open. Why Why do we always devolve into high school basketball? Why? Why? Because modern NBA players do that. The young ones. It's awful. So it's 21-20 Warriors with 22 seconds left. We'll go to Will Rich. Pod says one shot as if, nobody knew. Oh, man. I'm going to be critical of guys until they have a good game. How about that? He gets 2 picks. He finds QP wide open. Missed another one. QP with the eye of the, what's the word? It's not the eye of the tiger. QP has the eye of the, I don't know. What has his 3-point shooting been lately? BKRef.com, Quinton Post. It has been very disappointing, in my opinion, but last 5 games, 7 for 20, which isn't terrible, right? 7 for 20. What is that? 35%. I don't know. I expect better than that. I don't know. They seem to be open. I don't know. So anyways, it's the end of the quarter, and it is 21-20. All that, we have the lead. Eyes bleed basketball. What's up, Dean? Yeah. And wow, Kennard throws the ball to Quinton Post. Thanks. Boy, modern NBA is quite ugly. Quite ugly indeed. But I mean, I don't mind it sometimes, obviously, like on that play, but wow. And we work it around, and eventually it's Melton drive. LeBron's there to help. Gary got the rebound. Quick outlet to, or reset up to Moody. Can't find anybody. And Melton's got the one-on-one on Maxi Kleber. Runs right into Luke Kennard and throws the ball away. Because we only have one playmaker out there. LeBron finds inside, moves, is probably goaltended. Late call. This referee crew is not good. I mean, that should have been obvious, and the guy up top had to call it. And Will loses the ball. Come on. What are you doing? Will catch a wing post fumble. This is a freaking disease. Mindless turnovers. It's high school basketball again. We do this every game. Vando's going to waltz right everybody and dunk it. Zero help on QP. Steve claps. It's kind of energy too. Melton was a little late. I mean, wow. Why are you going out? I think that's a scouting report blunder on QP. And they find Gary baseline. Oh, man. And LeBron gets fouled by QP. Just, can you get that guy out of there? There's no reason to foul him on that one. You're late. You're late. I'm sorry. I'm so anti. The way you guys hate on BP, and who else do you guys hate on? I don't know. My hate is on QP because he just, if you can't do the one thing you're in the NBA for, then what good are you? Because we're going to have to go through all of these mistakes. QP's out of there. Man. Oh, wow. The ball nearly, Melton threw the ball to the wrong team again, and it's a jump ball. This is just carelessness. I don't know what's going on. If Melton's throwing the ball to the wrong team, I don't know what you do. Just lay into him at halftime, Steve. Melt wins the tip to Dray. Draymond left side, laravia. Can he make a bucket? No, he's blocked by laravia. And Draymond wants a foul. Let me check if he's lying. I'm watching it. I'm going to sacrifice the play-by-play to closely monitor the Draymond attack. LeBron's going to post up Moses meanwhile. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, maybe got hit on the elbow, but replay shows he initiated contact. And it's Melton finds Gary cut, smokes a layup. And long rebound, knocked out of bounds. Refs don't know who to give it to. And they guess, and they give it to the Lakers. Let me rewatch that one. Boy, this is one of the worst games ever this year. We've seen some bad ones, but including the refs. So we let LeBron shoot a three. It's knocked away. And I think laravia knocked it off of Melton. So, okay. Marcus Smart, fake three to the nail, brick it. And Pat rebound thanks to the Draymond tip. Pat brings it up. Finds Melton for three. They forgot to guard him. Oh, missed it. Look out. Vando's running. Uh-oh. Vando's wide open. Pat steals it. Pat. Yeah, Pat. A mofo steal. They had Vando wide open. Does JJ Redick have gray hair yet? Because the Lakers suck. Pat gets a 2 against the Jaxson Hayes switch. Lead us, Pat. Yup. Spin against Marcus. Oh, he missed it. He smoked it. Marcus smoked it. Three ball Gary. No. LeBron and Melt. Over to Vando. Vando. Draymond's such drop defense. laravia travels. Oh, wow, man. Eyes be bleeding. I mean, I want them to travel. It's just ugly basketball. There's no other way to call it. Oh, wow. Let me see if my Laker friend got back to me, because this is one of the ugliest games. I'm telling them this is worse basketball than the rec level of Dream League that I used to run. Men's Bay Area League. We had a division called Rec at the bottom. It's like this. Horrendous basketball. Pat, fadeaway 2, no good. Marcus Smart outlet to LeBron. Pat turns and guards LeBron. That means Guy's on Marcus. Marcus drives and bumps and gets a foul. Yeah. You got to be careful of those veteran moves. Oh, wee. UGLY. QPS, the eye possums. Wow. Eye of the possum. Oh, dang. Oh, Bruce. Bruce's cruelty continues. Oh, man. Ouch. Ouch. Pods with a nice cut. Score it, Draymond. Assist. We're down 2. Timeout, Redick. Redick timeout. Rewatch this. How did they fail? Yeah, boy, that is bad defense. 29-27. 27-29. We're down. Huh. And I wanted to say a lot of the criticism on QP, mine included, is a lot of it's due to Steph, man. It's the modern NBA around Steph. And it's so hard to go and get quality wings. They're expensive. And so Yeah, that's the problem. Let's try to catch up on comments here. How far are we? Raymond Sylvester. Modern day David West. You might have a point there. Modern day David West. Maybe. All right, I'm going to do a commercial real quick. So stick around, and here's your commercial. Commercial break, 60 seconds. Please let it run. Quick break. Bloomer with the, I mean, it's like, laravia, smothered by Guy. Oh, Tyler Ford doesn't like Guy. He calls another foul on him. Man, how many fouls on Guy, dude? Let's check. Hopefully 2 or less. Guy has 4 fouls, so that's not good. Moody has to come in, screws up the rotation, and that's why Guy wasn't in the game earlier, if you're wondering. Oh, not good, Guy. Not good, not good. And Moody steals it. Man, Moses playing great. Al over to Pat. He's got Jaxson. Hit Al. He didn't see Al. Wow. I question Pat's vision, and then he throws the ball away. And they miss it, and Pat gets the rebound. Pat, 3-ball corner, good. Oh, man. The modern NBA, you just need to have more good players.
Not a long time in the history of the universe.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I was watching another channel. Oh, excuse me. What happened? Did they score? Pods for a brick 3. Yeah, the Lakers scored a 2, and the Pods throws the bricks at 3 on the way back. Oh, man. It's just not a good decision, but they turn it over. Thank you. Let's see. What was the shot clock on that? 19 on the shot clock. Moses for 3. Clink. KLEBER. Handoff. laravia. Working. Draymond stays in front. and nearly steals it. Does steal it. Jake just threw it to nobody with Dray in the vicinity. Give him credit for that. See if it turns into something because we're down 1, 4:50 to go. 3-ball Moses. Yes, good catch. 33-31 Warriors. Moses playing awesome. He's 2 for 5 on threes. They find Rui 3. Can he make that one? Yes, got it. Pat says my bad. What happened? Did he fall down? Rewatch this. Pods for 3-corner, good. Man, this pace is nuts. 36-34 Warriors. Try to rewatch that. And it's a drive by Austin Reaves scores, and Draymond might be hurt. I'm not sure. Pods attacks. No call. Got his own rebound, though, because it hit back rim. Over to Al. 4-3. No good. And Moody knocks it away. Ah, Moody. Great defense. Or, yeah, defense at that moment. Pods attacks and floater. Wow. He's doing more good things than bad things. You got to give him that. Floater. Didn't know he had that. Up top, KLEBER. Over to Reaves. Reaching by Pat. Silly foul. Steve thinks it's a flop. And it's messy. KLEBER for 3. Missed it. Man. Gosh, Bloomer, your comments are like a Pods game, bro. Now I got to verbalize it. Draymond yells at Nate Green. Foul on Reaves. Reaves can't believe it. I hope Nate Green can handle the Draymond yell. I'm not sure. I will time you out if you go nuts. Just keep it to yourself. KP will come back after All-Star break, according to the pregame. Check your Discord. Boy, there's a lot of horrible calls. I don't think so. I think it's just bad basketball. So we're up by 3 in the Eyes Bleed Classic, the EBC. Austin Reaves. Hey, good reputation, no call for Draymond. Hey, way to go, Dray. And Pods charges into Maxi KLEBER. Draymond doesn't think so. Pods got hit in the family jewels. That'll learn you. Yosemite Sam voice. Oh, man. This is, I guess... Yeah, they should challenge this. Oh, because Maxi's definitely moving. Oh, man. Are we going to challenge this or not? Because we are wimpy when it comes to challenges. Let's make sure the play-by-play doesn't have that we're challenging this. LAL timeout. Why do they get Reddick shouldn't timeout? Are we gonna challenge Maxi moving on the screen on the charge? Yes or no? Because if it's no, that means we are wimpy. I don't know. Nothing else to do a poll about right now. Challenge would fail. Yeah, because the refs. Let me watch it one more time because Kleber was moving like crazy. Watch it one more. Actually, let me clip it for you guys just in case. I don't know. Just watching it real time. The one time looked like a. Yep, he slipped. Definitely slipped. Maxi, you can't slip on the floor and get a charge. Since when? Oh, it's the Eyes Bleed Classic. Let me. Oh, wow. That is nuts. Ah, shoot. Hold on. I got it. We're at the 56-20 mark. Kleber slipped on the floor and drew a charge. You gotta be kidding. Let's take a look. Here we go. Where do I do this? Remove. I'm not gonna get this in time, am I? Shit. No. Are they? What are they doing with this? You see the replay? You see? You see that? Here we go. Slippage. Wham. Oh, okay. Yeah, they called a foul. Did they change it, or let me look at this? Kleba turnover, Peyton steal. Oh wait, timeout. Yeah, they must have. Oh, did we challenge this? What? Oh, well, let me know. I wasn't listening to Mike Breen, and a bunch of things happened. And Maxi Kleber steal by Moody. Yay! Moses has been the best warrior so far. Traveling on Al or Gary. Let me listen to this. Did we have to burn a challenge is my question. Oh, so a lot of things happen and the Lakers have the ball. We're still up by 3. Okay, yeah. That's your play-by-play. Dunk by Kleber. Yeah. Austin Reaves, the Kleber. How? I don't know. I don't quite know what happened there. Matador defense is what that was called. Al's going to post up and get it knocked away from Reaves. At least we went inside. And Luke scores on the lay. 39-40. Kind of losing it here. Moses inside. Gets it knocked away. A lot of contact. Late call by Nate Green. Ooh, did Moses get beat on the closeout? Yeah, Moses was coming back. I can't blame him for the getting beat by Kennard there. He's just running back on defense. So Moses at the line. Oh, I want to look at the KLEBER dunk. What happened on that one? Let me see. Hurry up. Just nobody picked him up. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain that one. Just everyone was guarding, and then Al was trying to help out on Austin Reaves. I don't know. Gary and Austin, one-on-one, left side. Reach in. Why are you reaching in? Draymond is clapping his hands in the same exasperated manner as I'm watching the game. So pretty soon it's going to be probably. Oh, did he miss a free throw? No, he made the free throw because they had 39, makes it 40. Yeah, we scored 2 in a row. Got it. All right, 40 to 42. No, 40 to 41. Sorry. 57 seconds. Pat, let's check Melton minutes. 12 minutes, so I don't think he's coming in unless it's the last play. Pat got the switch with KLEBER on the Moody screen. Pat, inside spin, one leg, fade. No good. Short, 43 seconds. LeBron, Draymond picks him up. Top, wants to go left. Step back, 2 ball, short. Pods rebound. He's on the run, 2-on-2. Slows down for everybody. 29 seconds, 18 clock, so 10-second differential. Corner, Pat dribbles back out. Moody screen. Pat and Maxey. Go ahead. Beat Maxey. No? Pods and Maxey. Step back 3. Short. Long rebound. Out of bounds. LeBron. Our ball. 12 seconds. No clock. Down 1. The Eyes Bleed Classic. EBC. What's the actual it's EYBL, yeah. And it's Pat, 9 seconds. Pat and LeBron, oh boy. Here comes pod screen, ghost screen, nothing there. Horrendous ghost screen. Pat at the nail, fade away, good at the buzzer. That mofo against Bron. Pat. Let me rewatch that. Yeah. Fade elbow over Bron after horrendous ghost screen by Pods. Now that's a ghost screen. Like you talk about ghost screen as in like it didn't really happen. Like Pods came over, set the pick, touched LeBron. LeBron didn't even feel it. So halftime, we got, what do we got? We got 42-41 as the box score is a little slow updating. EYBL basketball. Is it called the EYBL Classic? EYBL Hoop Hall Classic. Non-Hoop Hall Classic. It's the Your Eyes Bleed League at halftime. Oh, man. Ooh-wee. This is tough. Tough to watch. 42-41. Oh, man. Here's an example of Your Eyes Bleeding. Oh, let's screenshot that one. Send it out to the masses. As I do that, let's take a commercial break. Commercial break, 60 seconds. Let it run, please, and be right back. Ooh. Ooh-wee. The ugliness. What else we got? Discord. Man, this is an ugly game. Very ugly. By the way, 42-41. Here's the commercial. Oh yeah, I gotta send myself the screenshots. Okay, screenshots. Okay, let's try something. Dean Chambers. Would you want let's see. Would you want LeBron on the team next year? Yes, but only at vet min. Yes, but only at taxpayer mid-level exception, which is about 6 million. Yes, but only at non-taxpayer mid-level exception, which is 14 million. Or no, because I don't think anybody would want him more than the non-taxpayer. Let's try that. We have enough old geezers. Come on, even a vet, man. I know Dean, how about you? Somebody. Watch Dean go, it's LeBron James. Yeah? No? Yes? No? I don't know. Actually, I just realized I should move this closer to me. There we go. Whew. Okay. Oh, I need to do social media. Pinky, you're supposed to remind me. Oh, wow. This is just such a ugly game to watch. Let me check my videos to see if we got new behind the scenes stuff. Yo. Oh, man, it didn't work. Oh, man. I got to do some investigation here. Hold on. Probably a copyright music thingy. Gonna 644, 544 to 603. Gotcha. Let me fix this and then launch it because it takes about half an hour to upload. 544. There we go. Using my techniques. I have pro techniques, y'all. I'm a master at avoiding the YouTube algorithm. Boom, there we go. Oh, yeah. Videos. Delete. Anybody going to be in LA for, other than you, Dean? Anybody in LA for All-Star Weekend? Anybody in LA for All-Star Weekend? No wingman Chambers. We missed you, Dean. We missed you, Dean. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got to check on. Oh, I got to do social media marketing. That's going to take forever. Melly Mel's in the house. What did you vote for, Bloomer? Bloomer. Bloomer. No, just kidding. I said no to Wingman Chambers. Wow. On a vet, man. Let's look at the vote so far. Not even a vet, man. Wow. 29%, though. It's in second place. Only 7 votes. Come on. 7 votes? That's even worse. Only 7 votes? Ugh. Doing social media. Hang on there. How many on Substack? How many guys we got on Substack right now? Let's check real quick. I have a new post here too. Three. Article on Guy Santos. Go leave a like, guys. Go leave a like. Let's go Warriors.com. All right. Still need the link. Hold on. Still doing social media. Shit takes a while, man. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Uh-oh. Coming back to action. Nate Green gave him a technical. I told you he couldn't handle it. Nate Green gives Draymond a technical. Couldn't handle it. Wouldn't be able to ref my Oakland league ever, 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 ever. So typical of Adams Keystone Cops. Very typical. And I need to do one more. Oh, shit. This takes forever. We just started. And it's a 3-ball LeBron. Line drive, good. Darn it. Inside, Melton blocked by Smart. Oh, that's not a good start. Melton blocked by Smart. And LeBron gets an and one down the lane. Oh, boy. Not a good start. LeBron bully spin pass Pat. 42-48, just like that. 7 straight unanswered. Draymond, handoff, Melton. Draymond attacks, finds Guy. Guy's right there at the rim with porous defense. So good job finishing that. Thankfully, they have porous defense. And Draymond breaks up an inside pass out on Jaxson. Should be out on Jaxson. No. What? Inside, Jaxson Hayes good. LeBron assist. And LeBron steals it. And one the other way. Oh man. Was that Melton? Let me see. Yeah, Melton got it stolen from Bron. Draymond doesn't like the call. We got a timeout. Probably by Steve. And the box score has 44-52, just like that, with a free throw coming up. Oh, man. I put the wrong, I saved the wrong screenshot, man. That took forever. So it is 52-44. Q3, and we haven't even played 2 minutes. That's a good reason, actually, Bruce. That's hilarious. Yeah, Pinky. Tell him. Draymond over to Pat. Late shot clock. He attracts Jaxson to 3-ball Draymond. He finally woke up and did something. Made a bucket. Took him long enough. Made a bucket on the ATO. Bad screen by laravia against Pat. And 47-53. That's helpful. And work around to Draymond. Down to Gee. Rui forgot to guard him. Oh, man. If you're wondering why Rui is still on the Lakers, that's why. Marcus Smart misses a 3. Pat can't time it. Jaxson Hayes rebound. LeBron 3. Good over Moody. Well. We had the momentum, just lost it. Steph can't sit down. Pat with the pass that gets kicked away by Rui. So, our ball. I'm not going to stay on too late tonight because by the time it's 4 hours, it'll be 9:30 and I need to go get something to eat. Gee, attack. D-cell. Brick. See, that's what I was worried about, that they would catch up to his sneakiness. Melt nearly stole it. Melton steals the inbound. Bad pass, Bron. Pat will let the ball go around the horn a little bit. Melt, running start. Lost the ball. Reset it. He still got it on Jaxson Hayes. Drive on him. It went too far. And Gee makes laravia fall asleep again. Gee, man. Sneak by Jake on Melt drive. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 51-56. We're down though. Is it Santotocumpo or Santitocumpo? We must do a poll. It is very important to know. We can end the poll. We don't want LeBron. 17 votes is enough. I get it. I get it. I think I changed my vote to a no just because Bruce mentioned the Tears tour. And Bron misses a 3. And Draymond gets a dunk. I failed to watch, but Pat got the assist. Man, the one time I don't watch and he gets a dunk. Shame on me. And Marcus Smart and one against Moses. Ah, guys. I need to rewatch that one as well to see what happened on the breakdown. Just couldn't stay in front on the LeBron flare or the LeBron brush screen. How did we get the dunk before that? And we're down by 5. Slow roll it with Pat and Guy. Yeah, just a pick and roll. Guillermo. Over to Pat, over to Draymond, corner 3, no good. Moses beats KLEBER. Mo. Foul on Moses. Reach in. Let's check Moses fouls. Just 2 fouls. We get on that. And we're down by 3, by the way. Legler giving credit to Guy on the sneakiness as it allowed Moses to be in the right place. But Marcus Smart got fouled, and we're in the penalty, I believe, which is why he went to the line with the foul being way outside, unfortunately. So we're in the penalty with 7:05 to go, man. $55-60. I mean, are we in the penalty? I don't see an indication on the graphic. KLEBER fouls Draymond. Tyler Ford made the call. Man, you got Vando is covering pods. The mighty have fallen. You know, he used to be one of the best defenders in the league. Will Richard in for Moses. Draymond, Will Rich, up top, Pat, flare screen. Doesn't switch anything, so it's Pat and laravia. Down to the wire. Fade away, no good. KLEBER rebound. Here comes LeBron with Will Rich. Oh, boy. Yep. Oh, boy. Attack, kick it to Vando. Pray that he misses. Nope, he made that one. I don't know about Will Rich guarding Bron. Top, Will Rich, short. Oh, boy. And Spencer knocked it away, but Bron got it back. And Smart and Pods, screen. Pods doesn't get through, and Marcus finds Vando, blocked by Al. Yeah, Al. Al times block versus Vando inside. 3-ball, Pat. Air ball, man. Oh, what? 55-63, guys. Man. There. We need spelling bee. LeBron, 3-ball, no good. Knocked right to Marcus Smart and good by Vando. Well, Vando causing a bit of havoc, and we're down by 10. Biggest lead by Lakers today. Pat Spencer, lefty bank. What? Down by 8. And it's Bron inside. KLEBER gets fouled by Pat, I think. Yeah. Yep, by Pods. Sorry, by Pods. Yep. And Draymond hung his head. I understand the frustration because you fell asleep and you gambled again. Pods, man. Doesn't switch when Dray asked him to. Fade KLEBER, foul. Oh, Pods, man. Moody, crossover on Luke. Back out to Al. Find Moody again. Has to fire. Missed it. Fouled. Yeah. Kennard. Nate Green gave us a call. And Steph Tuck to Will. And I got no scores here no more. Here it is. It's a free throw. Chance to cut it to 7 on this free throw. Where'd everybody go? We had so many people on the lives recently, and now it's just plummeted. Marcus Smart brings it up. We're down 7. Screen. Again, the brush screen. And Will Rich reaches in on Vando. Can't reach in when you're in the penalty, guys, especially with 4:27 to go. Steve's going to talk to him. Talks to Will. A lot of coaching going on. Well, it's not Will's fault that we were in the penalty, but can't compound it. Pick flare roll by Al and Pods, and then Gary posts up Al here. Al, just clear out for him. Don't go to him. And he has to kick it back out. Goes to Pods, fires it to Moody for 3. Way off. Vando rebound. I guess he needed a guy in his face. Does better with a guy in his face. Reaves attacks Moody. Bye-bye. Old Moody showed up on that one. But he gets the ball 94 feet later. So kind of got problems right now. Moses and Austin up top. 8 seconds left. Backs up to go up against them. And step back 3. Got it. Moses, step back 3. Wow. Had no choice, you know. Oh, Moses. Oh, you don't see Moses exasperated, but he tried to block Marcus Smart's shot and got called for a foul. So I don't know if it was actually a foul or not, but let me check the replay. Oh, here's the replay. No, that's the layup by Reaves. Let's see if there's anything. Tough to tell, and we're not challenging it, so maybe got him fouled. I don't know. Where's the iPad? Where are you, Ruben? I don't even see Jake Rubin on the bench. What's up with that? He usually is there with the iPad. And we're down 10, 3:19, third quarter. Pods brings it up on Vando. over to Gary, over to Al up top. Swing it to Guy, weak side, and he's stuck. He's got to make a move on Luke. He goes left. He beats him. And one Guy. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah. Rise, Guy. Giannis. Giannis. Yeah, Guy Antetokounmpo. Cut it to 7, baby. Nope, missed the free throw. It's 8. We're down 8. Pods with the ridiculously crazy double of Austin Reaves. Luke Kennard steps through. Bye-bye, everybody. No resistance. You'd expect better resistance by Gary. Pods up top. Dribbles a lot. Gets it to Moody. 3 ball over Luke. Short. Vando rebound. Al laboring back. Vando. Swing it to Austin. Gets a screen. Downhill on Guy. Score it. Well, we better score here. Otherwise, it's timeout time. Got 4 timeouts only, and we're only third quarter. Find Guy on the cut. Find Gary. Oh, good. Tic-tac-toe. Moses, Guy, Gary. Down 10. So we were down 12 there. Uh-oh. Kennard for 3. Missed it. Make or miss league. Gary outlet. Pods. Don't screw up, Pods. He goes, and he kicks it to Moses. Swing it all the way around to Al. Look at it, Al. Go ahead. Shoot it. Nope. He's going to, okay, post up. Post up, Jake. Beast him. Jump hook. Good. Al Horford. Reliable. Old reliable. And we double Reaves. And they get it to KLEBER at the nail. He doesn't know what to do with it. Up, Luke Kennard. Good cut. And he smokes a layup or a jumper. Smoked an elbow jumper. Pods. Don't do something crazy. Shoots a 3. Short. Gary rebound from Al. Tip. Guy finds Moses. Come on, Mo. Mo got it. Yeah. 1:12 to go. Timeout, JJ. 71-76. Thank you, Al. Tip offensive rebound. Guy finds Mo 3. Timeout, JJ. 71-76 in the Your Eyes Bleed Classic. The YEBL at crypto. 76-71. 1:12 to go. Will Richard rookie wall, possibly. Yeah, maybe. I mean, dare I say? I mean, I don't know, man. Will hasn't been playing as good as he can. Same with Pods. It's the up and downness of it. That's just what you get with a young player. There's just no, way to get around that. You're young, you're going to make mistakes, period. I don't know that Pat orchestrates. I wouldn't call it that. I just think, you know, I mean, I disagree. So I don't agree with any of you guys. It's easy to pick on Pods because he looks bad. You know, white guy, no athleticism, some of his stuff clunky. Same thing with Pat. Airball a 3, a little bit more athletic, more gritty, lacrosse player, looks better. And then Will does some great things, but just bad fouls, what have you, up and down. QP's got the eye of the possum, as Bruce said. So laravia missed a 3 in and out. So we got a chance to cut it to under 5. Guy, ooh, working with Maxi. Get away from Guy. And we got the switch, like, let him work. Guy trying to post up Al. Great pass inside. I wish he went up. Why didn't Al shoot it? Is he tired? Melt has to take a hero ball. No good on the drive. Guys, Al should have shot that. What are you doing? 20 seconds left. Good entry by Guy, that was. And LeBron finds Rui. Got the 3. 4.8, down 8. Come on, Moses. 3 seconds. Moses goes to the rim. Oh, we smoked it. Just didn't quite have it. He needs to work on his explosiveness, honestly. Who did Braun beat on that one? Was it Melt? I think it was Melt, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, well. So it's 71-79. That's a critical opportunity. You know, you can work on the explosiveness. I've worked on that. You can improve the explosiveness. It's doable. So I hope the best for Moses going into his 6th season next season. Wow. Holy smokes. Easy to pick on Paz because he plays so many minutes. I guess so. It's got 22 minutes. Quentin posts 438. Just unreliable. Oh, man. I don't know, man. What happened? Since we're doing another commercial on live TV, let's do a commercial break. Thank you. Here we go. 60 seconds. D-Snail in the house. Yep, that's scary. It's not good to get in the news with WNBA players. They are very popular now. In fact, with Jaxson, we know how she's one of the most athletic players in the WNBA. She's like a gazelle out there. So, yeah, especially she plays for LA. Not good. Jamal Murray injured. Oh, yikes! All right, we're back to action with the split screen. Ew. Moses fake a three, kick it back out. Pods deferring gladly. Just don't lose the ball against Rui. Tries to sidestep a three. No choice. Brick it. Out of bounds. Oh, I thought Jaxson Hayes touched it. So Pods is going to get hate on Twitter for that one as well because it looked ugly. Ooh. Oh, boy. Now he's got to guard LeBron. And LeBron goes inside. Fade away. Jaxson Hayes, I don't know if it was on purpose an alley-oop or it was just an air ball, but are they going to give him an assist? It's an and one foul on Draymond. Not a good way to start. Not good at all. Missed the free throw, and Jake tapped it out. 3-ball Jake laravia would have been a dagger. Missed it. Down 10. Moses 94. Layup good. Not bad, Mo. Not bad at all. Just Jake couldn't cover him, I think. Slow roll it for the Lakers. Bron and Pat. Bron and Pat still. Spin, fade. No good. Draymond rebound. And we're down 8. Pat working with Jaxson Hayes. Finds Pods. Catch and shoot. Got it. Pods finally got a result. So we're on a roll. Down by 5 again. Draymond with the aggressive double on Rui. Pods finally does the right thing, and Pat steals it. When you double, pinch. Just go ahead. And Guy. Oh, no. Guy got blocked by laravia. Oh, Rui for 3. Corner. Good. No, you got to make your layups. Come on. Oh. Guy inside. Now gets the foul by Hayes. Got to make free throws, Guy. You smoked the layup. You owe me free throws, bro. I'm sorry, Giannis. You got to make them. Uh-oh, is it going to be Giannis? It's Giannis at the line. Missed it. What's the common denominator? Young players. That's the problem. You need 7-year players who are still athletic to take you to the playoffs, and we don't have that. I just peeked at the box score and don't think the result of this play is going to be good. Marcus Smart, roll the Bron, kick it to Rui. 3-ball is good. How do you leave Rui that open? I don't know. Let me rewatch that for a second. If that's a design call by JJ, that's a brilliant one. Guy passes up a 3, kick it 2 times. Pat for 3, in and out and in. Ah, Pat. Yeah, well, nothing Guy could do on the 3 by Rui. Inside out. LeBron will reset. Bron at the nail. In and out. Missed it. We're down by 6. Can we cash in? Guy. Marcus Smart all over him. Guy will attack. Spin. Draws 2. Draymond corner. Back to Guy. Nail. Jab step. Nobody's there. Pods against Bron. Out to Pat. There you go. There's the mismatch. Draymond for 3. Got it. Over Rui. Draymond corner 3 over Rui. It's a timeout. Pat with the assist. I'm sorry to doubt Pat. No, just kidding. He's a little bit older than your average young guy, though. So keep going, Pat. I just need to see more sample size. So it's 86-83. Q4 817. The Olay defense. You're going to have to explain the orchestration when Pat Spencer had the 4 turnover game, the 5 turnover game, and the 4 turnover game. That's what I'm talking about. So I have literal stats right here. So it's inconsistent. I know he can orchestrate. It just doesn't happen enough. So I need to know why. Wow, Bruce with the blue shield. Oh, they changed it to a shield instead of a wrench. I didn't even know that. Yep. So Pat's been given a lot of minutes lately on those ones where he had high volume. 4 turnovers, 5 and 4. Now, he can do it without doing that. That's why I'm not ready to say he's an orchestrator, because you can't be an orchestrator when you're turning the ball over that much. All right. Well, believe me, I want Pat to get there. Just please let this be the start of no more 4 turnover games. Please. Mofo, please. Come through for me, Mofo. Here comes Marcus Smart on pods. That's an interesting matchup. We're in man. Draymond tells Guy to switch. Curl by LeBron, find Vando, and Draymond has no choice but to foul him, and it looks really bad, so hopefully they don't review this one. Let's watch the replay. They're going to review this, I'm sure. Oh, Vando grabbed him. What does Legler say? Oh, Draymond grabbed him. They're going to review this, aren't they? They're not. Okay, he's having fun with the bench. So we went through all that trouble to switch with Guy and Vando. And Dray has to foul him inside via bron, per usual. It's always bron. Missed the second free throw. Moses rebound. We're down by 4 only. Off-ball foul on Vando. I guess he grabbed Draymond. I wasn't watching, but side out. Draymond yelling at the Laker bench again, asking for Jaxson Hayes to come in. Yeah, Vando with a little hockey check. You know, it's a small retaliation. How many fouls they got? Can't tell. Corner pods against Rui. Oh, boy. He jabs. He drives. He wanted to dunk it. Just lay it in. He's too arrogant. And LeBron throws it away. Base dunk miss. This is Rui. Bron turnover. Just lay it in. You're so arrogant. You think you can dunk on people? Just He does that every time. Guy Santos catch 3. He's going to save us. Giannis. '86-'87. He's going to save us. We're going to survive the arrogance of Brandon Pajemski. Vando missed 3. Pat rebound. Brings it up. Everybody's kind of slow. We have no athletes. Melton's going to check in. He's got 17 minutes, so play him the whole game. Moody for 3. In and out. Oh, get back, Dray. Vando. Bron will bring it up. Bron and pods. And he leaves his feet, throws it away. Bron, horrendous turnover. Yeah, we don't want him. That's a couple horrendous turnovers. Guy, 3, no good. Oh, that's too bad. Bron and Draymond. Not quite the popcorn it used to be. Marcus Smart fouls pods. Bron misses a 3. And Moses is going to get a rebounding foul against, I guess, Vando. That's just tough. I think Moses is tired, though. It was a tired foul. And he'll check out. Good job by Moses. Subs out. Pat subs out. Draymond subs out. Who we got? Gary in there? At least he kept Guy in there. Yay. Al subs in. I don't think he was in there before. And it's Marcus Smart, Gary. I like the matchup. Marcus blocked. No. Nate Green. Nate hates a screen. Let me rewatch. Did he foul him or not? I think maybe he got a little bit of arm, but maybe just let Marcus fade away with that. Let me rewatch this as we shoot a second free throw. Oh, Steve's going to call timeout. Yeah, I can't tell. It's hard to tell on that one. Steve timeout on second free throw. Did he make the first? 88-86? Yeah, he made it. Down by 2. Try to make him miss a free throw on the timeout. See if it works. Q4, 6-13. Yeah, Pods is very entitled. Yeah. I've concluded it's the modern social media era. I think it's what do you think? By the way, I've learned how to spell Sant'Antetokounmpo. There might be some young ones in the chat, but is the modern social media era an entitled bunch? This would include Pods as he was born into this era, for example. I was having a conversation with somebody today, and Warriors Twitter was, once again, they could not resist. Actually, no, it was like someone posted a video that was throwing Lacob under the bus. And so I'm looking at that. I'm going, you know, we got to remember, you know, Lacob is batting 400. And then that person tweeted what I texted him. So I think there's a little entitlement out there. And I wonder why. And I think it's really Twitter's fault. I think it's Twitter's fault. So yeah, well, Twitter has made society very entitled. Maybe we'll go live on TikTok. Let's see, what time is it? 7:42. Wait a little bit till 8:30. Free throw, second free throw. Nope, didn't work. Marcus Smart, veteran. He knows what's up. He's like, nah, Steve, you can't, that don't work on me. We're down by 3. Pods. Gee cuts. Finds Gary. Tons of traffic, scores. It's goaltending. Oh, Gee is so good at cutting, man. Someone's calling me. Oh no, Luke Kennard's so open. God all day. What the hell happened? No, man. No. Man. Design play, I think. 88-92. Gee has to attack. Draws 3. Al Horford for 3. Air ball. No. How's that happening? And Austin Reaves with the beautiful rip through. Man. LeBron went crazy on the bench because that's what he does. He argues about lame things. Pods kills his dribble and nobody's open. Oh boy. Over to Gary. Whew. Gets a screen, doesn't use it. And then Melton's got Kennard. Burn him. Just go one-on-one. Everybody clear out. 3 ball. Melton misses. Good box out. Marcus Smart on Gee. We're down 6. Here comes Reaves. Kennard finds Vando. Dunk. Timeout, Steve. Dude, what just happened? So Melton had to take a desperado. Yeah, that was ugly. No offense. 88-96, 4:44 to go. Well, that was quick. What was the last? We had 86, 10-2 run in 1.5 minutes. Eesh. $96.88. It was just 88-86. All right. Pat left side. Up top now against Kennard. Nobody's moving. So Al finally goes and finds Draymond. We need hero Dray. Missed it. Missed the three. Well, I mean, I suppose that's just as good as anything else because we just don't have, like, Melton doesn't have it today. And I look up and Marcus Smart's driving and it's off of Al. Al can't get the rebound. Tough day at the office for Al. Kennard inside the KLEBER. Over Melton, good. And Al couldn't quite retreat quick enough. So it's down by 10 with 3:50 to go. Melt to Moses. I mean, maybe there's scouting report on Melt. Al has to shoot a three, brick it, Draymond foul. And I don't blame him because there's nothing else going on. Let me put it this way. If Al and Melt are not having a good game, we're in trouble. And that's what's happening before our very eyes right now. They're literally what's keeping afloat the team. But you're 1 for 9, 0 for 5, and Al is 2 for 6, 0 for 4. Yikesers. Those are some ugly numbers. Can't expect Guy to carry us, you know. 12 points. Guy over to Pods. At least Pods didn't feel like he was needed to take over. Moses, sidestep a three, flyby on Austin. Got it. So Moses keeping us alive. I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Timeout, JJ Redick. So swish, timeout, JJ. We are down by 9. There is 3:28 left. Keeping hope alive, but I don't know. Is that fool's gold? Is it fool's gold? the whole thing about shooting more twos. The problem is the explanation that Steve Kerr gave on the podium is actually pretty accurate. So I don't know. We're gonna run some plays that create twos. For who? Just let Melton drive then. And he's not having a good game. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. We are just not talented enough. It's a roster issue, which not necessarily Dunleavy's fault either. LeBron, Guy takes a charge. Nope. Nate Green says foul. So let me check that on the replay. You might want to challenge this regardless. He's moving at the last second. Yep. I wouldn't challenge it. It's a sure loss on the challenge. Side out, or what are we doing here? A lot of squeaking. Oh, they're just wet spot, I guess. Yeah, you could do that. But he's having a bad game, but yeah. All right, good rebound by Draymond fighting with KLEBER. So we're down 10. Pods drives, got knocked away, and fights away from LeBron somehow, but throws it in the backcourt. Guy tries to save it. Nope. And typical ugly play by Pods, even though I don't know what other options we have. So nice try, Guy. So that's another bad looking play by Pods. 3:04 to go, down 10. They're really working on the court here. It's got like slippery court. Ooh. Kick it back out. And Pods takes a charge. So we got good Pods there. Austin Reaves, guilty party, down 10 to 47. Draymond with a very vicious screen on Reaves. What are you guys doing? KLEBER gets into it with Draymond. LeBron gets between them. There's a situation where we're glad LeBron is friends with Draymond, saving his ass. This is going to be a flagrant, I'm pretty sure. Really no need to elbow him. Oh, man. Wow, they're not going to review this. Amazing. Dray got lucky. 2:29 to go. Down 10. And Melton steals it. Good read of LeBron's pass. Pods to the nail, to the cup, and got blocked by KLEBER. And that's another situation of underestimating the defense. Austin Reaves blows by Guy. We don't have the personnel. We crash back to earth on this one. Guy with the fake, lay and one. Well, hold the phone. 152 down 10, possibly 9. Inside fake move on KLEBER. And 1. Got to make free throws. I think he made it, though. As I'm looking at the box score, that sometimes is fast, sometimes is slow. Yeah, he made it. So Guy will make this free throw coming up. We'll be down 9. And Guy the most consistent tonight. Full court press. Reaves, Melton gets it to KLEBER on the front court. Reset to Reaves. Use the full clock, up by 9. Melton fouls Reaves. They're in the bonus. Steve wants the challenge because he was right on top of it. I think Nick Rubin's going to say, yeah, challenge. But Jacob Rubin was not very confident in making that thumbs up as he kind of shrugged his shoulders. Yeah, he had to hurry on that one. So I think that's going to be a foul as we watch the replay. Reach-in challenge versus Reaves, which will lose out of desperation. But nice try. Why is it a lame foul? Reaves hooked. Nah. Moses for 3 looked like a design play for him as Steve was talking to him on the sideline during the free throw before that. So that'll pretty much do it as there's 1:20 to go. Guy blocked inside by Marcus Smart. It's off of Guy. So Reaves is going to slow roll it, pretend to attack, and he just lost the ball completely to Pods. Don't blow this, Pods. He dunks it. And we're down by 9 with 30 seconds left. And that'll pretty much do it. Well, I think, first of all, Melt has to do better than this. You can't go 1 for 9 when you are the number 1. That's the first observation. And he knows that. And yet, it's like, oh, is he going to score this one? Nope, make that 2 for 10. He hit a 3. Melt can't go 1 for 9 in meaningful meaningful time. And also Al can't go 0 for 4 on threes. If you do that on a team devoid of talent and athleticism, which we are, although it's different when we have Steph because these are complementary players. Everyone you see here is a good complement to Steph. And if you don't have that, it's going to look ugly. Like tonight, it's going to look really ugly. And you're going to lose to a team that has bigger players. It's just simple, old school basketball. And those guys don't even need to play that well. What do they shoot? No, they still got 50%. They don't really shoot threes. So us shooting, 24 more threes than them. So yeah, I mean, I just don't agree with you guys saying, "Oh, we need to shoot twos. We need to shoot twos." The only one would be Bruce saying, "Just target Al inside." But like, we don't have guys that make twos. Like, they're not good drivers. I mean, Guy does, and he went 5 for 8 on twos. But everybody else, and they just no. How are they making twos? Maybe Pat. What was that? 4 for 7 on twos. But it's hard for these guys to create other than Melton. We don't have guys to create off the dribble. We just don't. That's not how NBA players are built anymore. Like, you don't see any Kevin Durant's coming into the league. Show me the Kevin Durant that has come into the league. Cooper Flag, maybe? Maybe Cooper is the unicorn. But other than Cooper Flag, I don't, down the rest of the 59 being drafted, I don't see a lot of guys that can make twos that are coming into the league. And that's just been the issue with the entire that's why JK didn't fit, because his game was limited to twos. And I mean, Jimmy is the freak when it comes to twos, right? Jimmy would be the freak of nature when it comes to shooting twos. So we miss Jimmy. So I don't think it's fair to to point blame at lack of shooting twos on a Warriors team that doesn't have one of the most prolific 2-point shooters in the league, guys. So just remember, our guy who shoots twos has a torn ACL. Let's not get ahead of that. So I think you're blaming the wrong thing, which is often the case in social media. Yes, there's a problem. No, it's not the one that you're complaining about and broadcasting to the world. That's just how it goes in the modern era. I think I'm done blaming Steve for concocting. I mean, he did. Also, he did with Jimmy. So anybody else want to disagree with me? Because I'll bet you guys disagree with me. I think we should not be so mad about what we see. There's no solution to tonight. We are what we are. That's what I'm saying. Just accept it. We're going to have nights when we look really bad. Why? Because no Steph, no Jimmy. And Draymond was never one of those guys either. So it is what it is. I'm okay with it. And certain combinations aren't going to work against certain teams. I mean, we can talk about it till we're blue in the face, but a cap sheet that looks like this is very, very hard to build around. And you know, Steve's done a pretty good job of getting something out of this. And prior to this, that was JK and Buddy, right? So the Porzingis trade is an upgrade, but only if he's healthy. So we'll see about that. And I think more people should actually. Wow. Looking at the replay of the Draymond getting a tech, Steph didn't understand. If I were Slater, I'd go ask Steph, what did Draymond say to the ref? And there was a security guard that kept between Steph and the ref. It's funny how they got to be there to protect their own players. As Dray walked away. All right. Yeah, we're stuck. And we got another year of being stuck, I think, with limited things to do. It's when Steph, I'm looking forward to summer 2027 in a way. I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel because I can't wait to see what Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond come up with as far as taking discounts, because you guys are damn old. And that's a problem in the modern NBA. And I'm wondering if they're going to, look in the mirror and do something. And I got a year and a half to wonder, but I'm going to enjoy that wonderment, because when that time comes, there's no one on Warriors Twitter that like no one, not even Steph, is going to escape Warriors Twitter. That's the thing. Whatever it is, Warriors Twitter, you better stay true to yourself. We'll see who they blame. I'm curious. It's a block or a charge. I have a feeling they'll still find ways to treat Steph as a god, which, Steph hasn't done anything wrong, but just as if you expect Steve Kerr to come up with some incredible X's and O's that integrates JK with Steph, then maybe Steph should say something. But it's different regular season and playoffs. It's different. You got to have some athletes to get you through the regular season. And if those athletes can't play with you, then we can't get athletes. So now what do we do? Come on now, let's get together and brainstorm. You can't not brainstorm. You got to brainstorm. So can't wait to see that, Let's see. So in summer 2027, will Warriors Twitter finally blame Steph for whatever salary he agrees to? I'm curious to that. And I don't have a horse in the race. It's my turn to see the world burn. I get to play Joker now in summer 2027. I get to sit back and go, what will happen? What will you guys do? How are you going to treat Steph? But I think they will still treat him as a god. So he will be free of blame no matter what salary he takes. And I don't even know what's fair, but I know that these numbers are preventing us from getting better. These two numbers, not that they don't deserve it. That part is up for debate. This part, I mean, of course, Steph deserves it in terms of, he makes money for the franchise. But as far as roster manipulation, it's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know what the solution is. Also, Draymond, that has to drop. I don't know. So, friendly reminder, I'm not blaming anybody because it's hard, right? I'm like the only one on YouTube that's saying, hey, look, it is what it is, man. When you blame, you assume that things can be better than it is. And sometimes it just is what it is. And it's how you react to what's happened. Not trying to manipulate what's happening, but just how you react to what's happened. And the way I react to this is, hey, look, it is what it is. It's very hard to win one of your top 2 players tears his ACL. So it's hard because it took us, what were we, 20, probably took us 40 games or so to finally figure it out. Win 4 straight. We're on a roll. We know the formula now. Veterans are finally playing better. They're finally reacting to the very, very fast-paced NBA where you can't just throw the ball to the other team. And we smoked 4 games early on because of that. So the vets took half a season to adjust, and they did, and it was working. So I'm not even mad at that looking back. So we figured it out, and then Jimmy gets hurt. Now, seeing what I'm seeing these days with the young guys, it sure be nice to get more, 7-year players in here rather than the 3-4-year players. But Guy's playing good, and he's only like third year, 4th year. So that's why I wanted the Max Christie and Najee Marshall idea, but who knows? Dallas might have not wanted to do that, and I'm sure getting a injury-prone AD and being committed to $60 million the following year is a problem too. So I can see why they passed on that. So I'm glad they got somebody that doesn't take us out beyond summer 2027. I'm glad that is seems to be the #1 salary cap strategy that prevails over all else. So we'll see, right? Okay, I'm going to take a restroom break and then we'll do a commercial break. So commercial break, let it run 60 seconds. Restroom break, be right back. And let's pop up Discord and catch up on the Bay Area reporters. And be right back. And here's your commercial. Okay, time to switch over to NBC for the post-game stuff, although I won't really be able to catch up until later, as is usually the case. Post-game live. Okay, so we're stuck on here. Let's go to the NBA live feed because we have a lot of Lakers reporters that we follow. So those will show up as well. You know, I kind of forgot about that. Nah, I don't agree with trading Draymond. I don't understand that one. So my curious poll is over. Okay. A lot of people point to that as the thing. You know, what they should have done was had better security at the practice facility so that the footage wouldn't leak. That's the problem. Oh, we should do that actually. Should we have traded the practice facility security? Cap sheet is what it is because of the front office? How? What moves would you make? I guess the Chris Paul move. Also, don't forget Clay. We got some Kerr haters in the house, and we got Draymond haters. Love it. You're a Draymond hater, but you're wrong. I don't know. Basketball teams get in fights, man. Try and count how many fights I've been in. 1, 2. Definitely 2, maybe 3. I'm not sure. Number of fights I've been in with teammates. Definitely 2, maybe more. It's basketball, guys. It's just that normally you're able to move on, but you think Jordan Poole can move on when he's getting sucker punched 24/7 for 2 weeks on his phone? Like, that's a horrible, consequence for him to have to go through. So, of course, he's not going to forgive Draymond. That made it worse. So, it's harder for Poole to forgive Draymond. But yeah, I shouldn't have punched him, but I don't know. It just happens all the time on the basketball team. Like, happened to me. It's just that nobody filmed what I was in, and nobody was paying me to play basketball either, So it's a little different, in the NBA fairy tale world. Pat Spencer. All right, we got some content from Joseph. Did I miss anything else? Let me make sure. Let me go back to the Warriors thing. Yeah, if you want to join our Discord, the link is up at the pinned comment, and you get to see all these real-time things. Here's Pat.
Obviously, what he's done in this league for a long time is unbelievable, but I cherish going after anybody who wants to compete.
You know what's ironic, actually? The irony in all this is the social media era wants so badly for Draymond not to have punched Jordan Poole, but the fact of the matter is that because it was broadcast on social media, that put the team in a spiral. So the irony of the Warriors is that it is a victim of social media era. Oh, well. All right. Should I do a recap? Let me just do the recap. We only got 10 votes. Recap time. Oh, man. I don't even know if I should do the recap. Usually when I do the recap, it's good news, but I'm afraid it might be bad news this time, just for the first time. Let's do the recap. What I do here is I go to my notes, which are in the description already. And then it just only goes halfway. In the description already. And then it just only goes halfway. In the description already. And then it just only goes halfway. Sorry about that. Obviously, I got the notes up here like that. So I'm going to read the notes, and we're going to do a recap right now for the hell of it. 8:30, we got an hour. But also let me go live on Instagram and maybe TikTok too, just for the hell of it. Let me see. Yo. Okay. We shall go live on both platforms. Okay. Okay. Recap and post-game coverage now on YouTube. So if anybody wants to comment and talk about everything Porzingis or what have you, definitely go to YouTube. Is there a way to put a title on TikTok? I have no idea. Oh, well, we don't get much on TikTok anyways, but I'm now going to do the recap of the Warriors and the Lakers game. Usually when I do this, you feel actually better about the team because it wasn't that bad, but tonight, who knows? I'll just do the recap. I take notes every game, and then I'll try and put this into a podcast for later, maybe for tomorrow morning, give you some content on Super Bowl Sunday. And so, yeah, let me get a swig of water and let's get this going. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to spend the next, hopefully 20 minutes giving you a recap of the entire game, Warriors at Lakers. And then by then we should have the post-game video of Steve Kerr. Looks like Pat Spencer went there. There's more. If you join our Discord server in our VIP level, you can look at the feeds coming in right now. So let's go ahead and start the recap. So we started, let me see if I can remember actually, Draymond tipped off against Jaxson Hayes, and he played the 5. So we started the same, I believe it was Pat Spencer at the 1, Melton at the 2. Did Pod start against the Suns? I can't remember, but so Spencer might have been a difference there. So Pat at the 1, Melton at the 2, Moses at the 3, even though everywhere else has Guy listed at the 3. No, Guy is the 4. Guy is at the 4 and Draymond's at the 5. But main thing is Draymond won the tip against Jaxson Hayes. And let me fly through the first quarter because we got to get to the critical points in the fourth quarter. And usually I take too long to get there. One thing I'm going to fast forward to is, well, first of all, Draymond couldn't hit a 3 like last game in the beginning. And Gary subs in immediately, gets a dunk as Rui fell asleep. And probably one of the reasons why Rui Hachimura has not, been traded yet. There's been no takers on that. He kind of blanks out every now and then. Draymond would win another jump ball later. And one thing I noticed on the play where basically Draymond, Moses, and Gary Payton combined to smother Rui Hachimura for a jump ball. So that was great defense. We're up 10-8. But the thing is that the referee right in front of the play, Nate Green, didn't make the call. It was the referee at half court. And so that's when I was like, uh-oh, Nate Green, uh-oh. Sure enough, you're going to see that would come back to haunt us. Okay. Later on, after a couple old man plays, for example, actually, LeBron broke Draymond's ankles on a play, although it didn't result in a Laker bucket. But later on, Gary had to take a foul because Draymond had been in the game for a while now, 7 minutes straight, and he looked tired. And so when you're old, and that happens. So, yeah, had to take a foul just to get Draymond subbed out. Gary was playing well, got a 3 ball against Maxi Kleber. And Steph was pretty happy as they showed him on the bench. And to end the quarter, we went zone. Will had a tough game tonight. Just like a lot of his passes were getting deflected and whatnot. And once again, that happened, but Moses saved it. But then Al threw the ball to the wrong team. And then I think we switched the zone whereby Quentin Post got screened by somebody. BP didn't switch over, didn't even notice that QP was screened down low, and they get a three. Stackhouse shakes his head on the bench. Steve Kerr had his arms folded. You know, you could see Steve was a little frustrated with some of the wild plays, including the one where Will Richard got a steal and then Gary threw the ball blindly, sling pass to Will that was stolen. So Steve immediately called timeout on that one, which happened right before that, and was like just frustrated that Gary just didn't swallow the steal and just keep the possession, try to get fancy with it. And I just felt that, you know, the game was starting to look like a high school basketball game towards the end of the first quarter. And we had QP with a wide open three right at the buzzer. Pod's got two screens on that play, but, you know, we've been noticing that Quentin's got, you know, lack of eye of the tiger. Just knock those down. Just be, you know, lasered and not locked in on those, and it's not happening for him this year. I wonder what his open threes hit rate is, because I wonder if that's kind of shaky. He's shooting 35% on the year. We looked it up. If I look at the box score, he only missed that one, so that's not going to tank his average at all. But he's been struggling this year. It feels like, I mean, 35% isn't that bad, but seems like he's just not hitting those open ones that we go through all the trouble of getting them open. So, all right, going into the second quarter, I'm going to skip a lot here. But it started to look, again, like high school basketball, and just kind of like a mindless turnover here by Will. Even the Lakers, Luke Kennard throwing the ball right to Quentin Post to start the quarter. Vando got a fake three, faked out QP, went baseline, dunked it. And like, you got a KYP, right? Know your personnel. I promise you, like, Vando is on the scouting report as someone you do not bite on any threes. Let him shoot. Let him make a shot first. And I could see Steve clapping on that one in frustration. And that was the last we would see of QP, unfortunately. And like, it was just ugly basketball, right? We were saying this was the instead of the EYBL, it was the YEBL classic, the Your Eyes Bleed classic, the Your Eyes Bleed against the Lakers classic. And you would get like Melton throwing the ball to the wrong team. Gary smoking a layup. It's just, yeah, it's tough to watch. I got to be honest. And I'm sure everybody agrees. So second quarter wasn't pretty. And let's just skip ahead because it wasn't pretty. Now, one thing that was kind of a problem was Guy got his fourth foul with 6:35 to go on an inbound to Jake LaRavia, where it was just unnecessary, just crowding him, and foul called, fourth personal. Pat Spencer and Moses would get threes. Pod's got a corner three. We're up 36-34. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's not all that bad. Pod's got a floater. Moses got an offensive rebound. And And the one time we went to Al in the post, which we got to do more. I think we really got to do that more often. What was our 3-point percentage today? 14 for 51, 27.5%. And overall 42.4. Let me see if I can do a quick math on the 2-pointers. 25 for 41. 25 for 41. That's actually not that bad on the 2-pointers. And I wonder if we can go inside to Al more on, like, almost, intentionally go into Al, because he really only had the one post up, and unfortunately Austin Reaves knocked the ball away from him. So he wasn't really having a great game either. And as I said not too long ago, when Melton and Al struggle and we don't have Jimmy, we don't have Steph, it's going to be a long night. And even still, halftime was pretty close. At least we went inside on that one. Now we had Gary was a little reachy today with 1:06 left to go. He reached in on Austin Reaves kind of for no reason. But at the buzzer, Pat Spencer managed to get a fadeaway at the elbow over LeBron. And that was even after Pods tried to do a ghost screen with LeBron that just LeBron brushed off like swatting a fly. But we were up 42-41 at halftime, believe it or not. But then Nate Green, he had a discussion with Draymond, and Draymond probably said something, probably used an expletive, and Nate Green, as Draymond walked away, Nate Green gave him a tech, and Steph was right there, and he goes, "Why'd you give him a tech?" and all that. But the security guard that we have, not Yusuf, the other one, stayed in between Steph and the ref. So, I just wonder, just what the hell did Draymond really say? If I were out there and I could ask Steph, I would. But that is the job for some other guys covering the team nowadays. Back in the day, it'd be cool because, we get access to Oracle, and, you could go in there, and, Steph about to go to the shower, you just ask him a quick question before he goes, and he would, just much better times back in the day. Now, after COVID and all the traditional newspaper people, which, hey, maybe it's karma, I don't know, but Washington Post shut down their sports section. Well, maybe you shouldn't, your people shouldn't demand that only newspaper people get access to the locker room, because back in the day I could find out for you guys. But the fact that they cut off access to everybody except newspaper, TV, and radio in the post-game locker room, well, unfortunately, goes around, comes around sometimes. It just happens. All right, here we go. Third quarter. Now, here's the thing. I wrote on our website, letsgowarriors.com. I wrote about Guy Samatos, and the thing that I wrote about, if you guys want to check it out, leave me a like or something. But the thing with Guy is he's got these additional moves in his bag. Great. We saw it in Phoenix. We saw it tonight. However, tonight, his deceleration move actually got thwarted by Rui. Rui came by, blocked it. And yet, Melton got a steal on the baseline inbound by Bron, and Guy sneaks by Jake laravia. It's 56-51. We're only down by 5. And there's 8:24 to go in the third quarter. All right, now the lead will increase to 7, 8, or 9 with about 6 minutes to go. Vando got an offensive rebound after Pat shot an air ball 3, and that's the thing, right? I know Pat is a fan favorite, but I'm waiting for the mofo Pat to just, even the mofo game, it was up and down, but he was making the threes and hit the 3 in a timely fashion. But it's somewhat up and down with Pat. But then he'd come back and get a lefty bank. So we were down 10. Now we're down 8. So at the time, down 10 was the biggest deficit that we had to deal with. About 5 minutes to go. And that's when these little things, I noticed these little things, Pods gambles and didn't switch when Draymond asked him to. KLEBER gets a fadeaway. It was supposed to be a switch, Pods onto KLEBER. Maxey fades away. Pods reaches in. That's a foul. Gets 2 free throws. Draymond hangs his head, and it's like, stop it with the habits. But Pods is a young player, and let's just the up and down of these young players, Will Richard, Pods, QP, Pat himself, he's not that young, but he's young in terms of NBA experience. And we're just riding that roller coaster sometimes, especially when you don't have Jimmy to calm people down. And obviously you don't have GOAT to be in there for all the gravity. And we saw Steve talk to Will on the sideline during free throws a lot. And by the way, we were fouling too much in that third quarter as well. So they went to the free throw line a lot. Actually, let's check the numbers. Lakers 30 free throws. We had 11. They hit 80% of their free throws. And so that's one of the formulas for beating the Lakers is you can't foul them. But we did. But the deficit is still, 8 or 10, and we actually cut it down to 5 once again as good old reliable Al Horford actually got the ball in the post again. Maybe got it like 3 times all game in the post, but he scores on laravia. And then another, one of those crazy sequences in the NBA where it's back and forth. Pods misses a 3. Al tips the offensive rebound, and Guy finds Moses, who played great. 5 for 14 on threes by Moses, ended with 25 points. Also 4 rebounds, 3 steals. And we're down by 5 again. Timeout, JJ Redick. Good timeout as, let's see, with 30 seconds to go, we had a... With 30 seconds to go, here was a weird thing. Again, I just don't know why Al played subpar, but I guess it's just the age. Who knows? But he gets a good entry pass from Guy after kind of, passing the ball around. And, we're not that talented without Steph and Jimmy. So there's a lot of the passing ball around and nobody can really penetrate the defense. But eventually, Guy found Al sort of in momentum, good lob pass in, but he doesn't shoot the ball. So he passes off to Melton. And so I don't know, maybe was that confidence? Who knows? Maybe Al just knew he wasn't having a good game. Gets it to Melt. Melt drives, and Melt struggled like heck tonight. He was, 2 for 10. 1 for 6 on threes, still had 5 steals, but the offense was lacking. And he goes in and misses a shot. And that felt like where the momentum really changed, because Bron comes down the other way, kicks it to Rui in the corner. Rui hits the 3. Rui, when he's in rhythm, he can hit those. And I thought that was a missed opportunity because we're down 8 and we could have been down 3, right? Because we're down 5. Al passes up the 2 inside. They get a 3 the other way, and now we're down 8. Should have been down 3. So that's how the third quarter ended down 8. And let me see. We still got it down to 5. Pods got a catch and shoot 3. Also, before that, Moses went 94 feet, assist Pods. Pods with 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Not a bad game, +5, as everybody knows, and threw him under the bus the last game. I mean, he didn't play well, but I mean, the one time he leads the team in negative plus minus, everybody gets on him as this terrible player. He's just up and down and young and inconsistent. Pat Spencer, we're still stuck at like a deficit of 9, 8, whatever. Pat gets a 3 that goes in, out, and in, cuts it to 6. Then Draymond gets a corner 3 after Guy kicked it back out to Pat, and Pat drove and kicked it to Draymond. We're only down 4. And then, here we go. Pods, the up and down roller coaster that we got to ride. The Pajemski roller coaster. Beats Rui baseline right side, so it's his weak hand, right? He rises up for a 2-hand dunk. Misses it. Back rim, the dunk. Obviously, he's going to complain for a foul. I didn't see one. Like, just lay the ball in, man. I mean, you could have cut the lead to 2, but no. In any case, LeBron turned the ball over at the other end, so it really didn't hurt us. And Guy catches and shoots a 3 ball, and we're only down by 1, 87-86. However, now we kept it close. We were down 1 again after another great cut by Guy. Pods got the assist. Cut by Guy, but eventually Gary got the layup. And so we're down by 1, 89-88 with 6 minutes to go. But Luke Kennard comes right back, wide open 3 in the corner. I didn't get a chance to re-look at that play, but it felt like maybe Redick had designed a play for him because that was after the timeout. It was their first possession after the timeout. And in fact, the timeout was called by Steve on the second free throw of Marcus Smart. It didn't work. Smart hit both free throws. But the reason why he was on the line was, again, Gary, unnecessary reach-in type foul. Like, just let Marcus Smart fade away and make the shot in your face. So I don't think it was a good game for Gary, even though he went 1 for 2 and 6 for 8 from the field. Some of the fouls were just unnecessary tonight. Like, he's better than that. And so that Luke Kennard 3 kind of opened it up for them. Al, corner 3, still can't find it. Air ball. And that's when Guy Santos actually drew 3 defenders. Austin Reaves goes 94 feet with the rip through. They're up by 6. Melton can't get a dagger to fall. And they go fast break the other way. Austin Reaves to Luke Kennard in the corner to Vando right under the hoop. It's a dunk. Al can't get back. Too old. It's a timeout. We're down 8. There's no offense. 10-2 run by the Lakers. And that's kind of what killed us. On the ATO, once again, Draymond misses a catch and shoot 3. But it's like at that point, we haven't made a shot in so long. It's just kind of like, I kind of don't mind that 3 ball by Draymond because that has as good a chance of going in as any other option we have on the floor in that moment in time when it's just a drought. And then Maxi Kleber gets a catch inside over Melton and past Al Horford. We're down 10 with 4:24 when we had just cut it to 1. So Al would brick another 3, and Guy played great up until that point and had a great game, but we can't expect Guy to carry the team, right? Moses would hit one more 3 as he got Austin Reaves to fly by, and Redick with a smart timeout at that point. He had 1 to burn. So that was a perfect timing to use that one last timeout before it, use it or lose it with the 3-minute mark. And that kind of kept our hopes up high because it was 100-91. You're only down by 9. There's 3:33 to go. About, the modern NBA, 9 points is nothing. It's 3 possessions. But sure enough, 3:09 to go. Podziemski drives in the lane. I'm not that frustrated by it because like nothing was really happening on offense at all, especially when you have Melt and Al struggling like they were. And eventually LeBron catches up the pods. He's stuck at the baseline, throws the ball, sling pass all the way back. It's a backcourt. So it's just a matter of circumstance once again with a play that ends up being no bucket for the Warriors and very ugly on Pods' game resume, So unfortunately, when Pods doesn't convert, it looks bad. And that is the roller coaster of a young player. So we only got about 3 minutes left to go in the game, and just nothing could cook on our end except for a late Guy inside fake move on KLEBER and 1, but that only cuts it down from 12 to 9. Now, other stuff happened, like Dray set a vicious screen that they didn't review, surprisingly. I thought he would have got a flagrant on that one, but pretty much there was no momentum at all anyways, so that would have just accelerated the loss that was bound to happen at that point because of our lack of offense. We got Melt with the reach in against Austin Reaves. This is just one of those nights where even when you reach in and you're gambling on the reach in on Austin Reaves, 37 feet away from the basket, you're hoping to get all ball. You don't. And Jacob Rubin's got to just gamble on a challenge. That wasn't happening, and that was just epitomizes the day that we had. So there was a lot of moaning and groaning in the comments about our lack of shooting twos when we shot 51 threes, only made 14 of them. But, I argued that we're just not built that way. And if you can go to our YouTube channel, look on the last video that we have an interview with Steve Kerr, you'll see he admits that we're not built any other way right now than to kind of put up the volume of threes that we do. And if I was having an endless argument with people in the chat about that, I'm sure people hearing this for the first time in the recap, it would take a while to unravel that. But we just don't have talent that can make twos. And that is the case of the NBA itself. I posed the question, who besides Cooper Flag and Wemby can hit twos on a consistent basis that is draftable? Like, name me a non-lottery draft pick that can hit twos all the time. It's a sign of the times. So I don't think people should be mad about that. We are just devoid of gravity and talent without Steph and Jimmy, and it's gonna catch up to you at some point. The Lakers are a good enough team. They're probably better than Phoenix. Them without Luka is way better a team than Phoenix without Jalen Green and Devin Booker, right? So for us to hustle against a team like Phoenix, I think is no surprise that we can actually win that game, thanks to Guy really becoming and blossoming the way he is. But we're just kind of devoid of the talent that's needed. And then that goes into, who do we blame for that? No, I just don't blame anybody. It's just the circumstances. We have an ACL tear with Jimmy, and we had just figured out how to space around Jimmy, and it won us 4 games in a row. So we figured that out. So it's too bad. It's too bad that formula got wrecked before we could actually make a run. And I think the veterans would have taken the rest of the season much more seriously, just like when we got Jimmy last season, and Steve talks about it being a 30-game sprint. Like the veterans can execute on a 30-game sprint. What they have trouble with is when the NBA unexpectedly goes to this enormous pace where a lot of GMs are like, and coaching staffs are like, hey, look, we may be less talented, let's say, like maybe Portland or Orlando or, but we have athletes, or Charlotte. I mean, we're finding out those teams are actually talented, but in this new NBA where you just let the pace go, like is Brandon Miller, hopefully I said that right last time, Brandon Miller, is he as effective in the half court versus just running up and down and tip dunking on us on fast breaks and things like that? Like, to go at the pace that we're going, that's the one thing that everybody on the Warriors miscalculated in the beginning of the season. The first 40 games was a gross miscalculation. Now, we only lost by 6 tonight, 105-99. And as you can see, we weren't that far away from it, but I think the malaise is just really that we don't have athletes and we don't have bucket getters other than Melton. And so Melton is now our number one, believe it or not. And so the number one cannot go 2 for 10, 1 for 6. It just is what it is. It's not faulting Melton. It's not, blaming anybody else. We just are who we are because of certain circumstances, not to mention the fact that you have all these complementary players that finally figured out how to play with Steph, then figured out how to play with Jimmy when Steph went to the bench. It's just unfortunate. So we'll see what happens, but it is what it is, and I'm not mad about it. It's just, I'm actually glad that what I know about basketball remains, which is you're going to need to have some two-way wings, and we don't have that, and it's really hard to get. As you can see, we had to trade our two-way wing, aka Wiggins, to get the superstar wing, which only ironed itself out recently and then ended up with an unfortunate catastrophe of a torn ACL. So that's the end of the recap, and I'm going to sign off on TikTok now. So if you're on TikTok, join us on YouTube, especially as you're going to see we got this awesome Discord server. So I'm going to need my Android phone for this. So bye TikTok. And Instagram, we don't have much people on Instagram anyways, but hey, we got 3 comments on TikTok and I didn't even know what it was. Ignorance is bliss. So hopefully those were good comments. I don't know. Don't care. And time to check the post-game videos for see if we get Steve and Pat ready to upload for our own enjoyment. Yeah, we got Steve, Moses. I started the recap a little late today, so that's what I get. That's why I have all of them available. But let me grab those real quick. Unfortunately, Moses only talked for 3 minutes. Pat for 3 minutes. And Guy for 5 minutes. Yay. So give me some time to do that. Let's take a commercial break on YouTube, which will be the same on Instagram, sort of. Commercial break of 60 seconds. Let it run, please. Be right back to do post-game vids. So here's your commercial, YouTube. Boom. All right, meantime, I've got to hustle and get these videos up. We'll see how Steve diagnoses this loss. As well as Moses. All right, Moses is underway. Let's go to Discord and just check and see if there's more video clips from our super awesome people covering the game out there at crypto.com arena. Discord. Porzingis is a huge fan of Steph. Oh, we gotta watch that one. Here's a quickie from the pregame.
Do you have any previous experience with knowing Steph Curry as well too?
Steph has been. I've been a huge fan of Steph for a long time. He knows this. Like always, like try to say what's up to him after the game, and like tell that Steph. Just watching him from outside, he's unreal. So to play alongside somebody like that will be really cool, and I think it brings the level up for everybody. When you have somebody like that on your team, special player. It just makes everybody greater.
That's a cool clip. What else we got? Jazz led the Magic 94-87 going into the fourth quarter. Markkanen and Jaren Jackson combined for 49 points, but they were held out for the entire fourth. Pat Spencer on his two-way conversion.
It feels good just to know that we're locked in for the rest of the year. Yeah.
Is it any different than any of the years past where you've had the contract converted to a full standard contract?
No, I had the same deal last year. Just playing a little bit more confidence right now, and I think the staff is giving me a little bit more leeway and giving me some confidence. So last year it's kind of on the fence. I hadn't proven myself as much, but just feel pretty confident where I'm at right now.
All right. Sid asked in the comments, why does everyone want Lonzo? My theory is that because Lonzo is a ball handler and so is Pods. Zoball. I asked somebody who knows people in the ball camp. He didn't have any inside info. Warriors lost the game when Guy had foul trouble. Well, that's not true, actually, because he had foul trouble in the second quarter. And we got to within 1 point with 6 minutes left. Was it with 6 minutes left or 4 minutes left? Six minutes left. Thanks to Guy, actually. Glad that the poll on YouTube has turned around to say, no, we don't want to trade Draymond. I think what's lost in all of that is that his regular season games have gone down in production, but he's still when it's not even regular season games, it's regular season games against bad opponents. So it's basketball impotence. I keep saying that. Wrote it twice on our website. Basketball impotence. It happens to some people. Yeah, we are two players away. Yeah, one of them being Jimmy, but yeah, we're always one player away. That's the beauty of Steph. With Steph, you are usually one player away. You're usually not 3 players away. Not 2 or 3. Definitely not 3. That's the beauty of Steph. That's what makes him one of the GOATs. Oh, I forgot to talk too much. Sorry. All right, let's process this video. My fault. So it's going to be a little more delayed before we get Steve and Moses. Oops. Oopsie doopsies. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr was pleased with Golden State's energy. Yeah, we're caught up on all of those. Not a lot of videos from our beat writers, but let's check the NBA live stream or live feed, which is awesome, on our Discord, and we can see if there's any other Lakers post-game video from anybody else. I don't see anything, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. Maybe all the content was, we had Porzingis in the house and we had Mike Dunleavy at the podium pregame. And so maybe the reporters out there are like, okay, I got enough on my plate. I'm not going to cover Warriors postgame that contains Guy and Pat Spencer. Where's the Laker one? Huh. Oh, well. I thought we had maybe Marcus Smart or somebody. Couldn't tell who that was. Oh, by the way, I need to upload those too. Jaxson Hayes. Jaxson Hayes apologized to the Wizards team mascot. Did you guys hear about that? That's hilarious. And right now I'm getting the Pat Spencer video, so hang tight. And Guy Santos. Yeah, we saw that already. Yep, so the Laker reporters are not going to post anything. Warriors, not surprising. Let's keep this on Warriors. Got the goods. Wow. Dunleavy says we got the goods. Do we? I can stay live for 13 more minutes, unfortunately. So that's gonna come into focus pretty soon. So let's hope that I can get Steve Kerr post game done quickly. Depends. Oh, it's uploading slowly. Oh, I wonder. Am I on the wrong Wi-Fi? I must be on the wrong Wi-Fi. No, I am on the right Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi has been having trouble. Let's check our Wi-Fi. Why is it so slow, man? Speedtest.net. Or is it just YouTube? No, that's blazing. Wow. I think YouTube's screwed, or they've throttled my YouTube channel. I don't know, but yo, it has taken a while to upload that one. So I don't know if we'll have time, but we'll try. Just gotta wait for it to process for maybe 4 minutes. 9:18 right now. Get out of here right on time. Let me catch up on any comments that you might have. Not much going on from the arena. And 99% completed. So, yeah. Struggles. Yeah, Tim Kono. That's pretty much the story on pods out there, but at least we're not hating on him here. Man, we really dwindled on the concurrence tonight. Wonder why. Is it because everyone's partying before Super Bowl? Don't know. Well, we're not going to have KP or Steph for a while. They're just gonna play after the All-Star break. So Steph is probably not playing in the All-Star break. Let's do another poll real quick. Should Steph play in All-Star game or 3-point shootout? Yes or no? Just a quick one. I think he should not play at all. In fact, stay in your hotel room. Do nothing. It's more fun that way. Just do nothing. Push the mascot so hard. I don't think Pod should get the hate, but I do think it's because of the number of minutes he plays. Yeah. All right, let me check. Ooh, we're going to cut it closer. Let's see. Give me the file. Yeah, here's Steve and Steve and Pat. Here we go. This will be it. This will be the last thing we do tonight because I'm going to go get a Frappuccino while it's still open.
How'd you sum up this 2-game road trip with all the noise and then how you guys played on the court?
We battled, both games we fought hard. Obviously, we made a lot of shots against Phoenix, which was the difference. We just couldn't get shots to go down today, but we won the turnover battle. Offensive boards, we gave ourselves a lot of opportunities. Just couldn't couldn't generate enough offense. But I love the effort and the energy and the fight, and we'll keep plugging away.
You mentioned the other night kind of being, I think you termed it in the forest right now. How much are you
determining what?
You termed it the other night. You guys were kind of in the forest.
Oh, in the forest.
Just trying to get through, it seems like at this point. How much are you kind of looking at these next two, getting through Wednesday, obviously trying to win a game or two, and then maybe resetting over the break?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the break will be coming at a good time, but we've got 2 games left. We got to lock in and, go get that Memphis game on Monday. But, we'll be able to regroup after the break. Hopefully, get Steph and Kristaps playing right after the break, and we're in a pretty good spot if we can get healthy and start to generate a little better offensive rhythm.
I guess in the short term, with the health being what it is, these last 2 games, what do you make of the starting group, the way that group has come together?
I thought they played pretty well. We're getting some really good production from Guy and Moses, and we, like I said, we couldn't really knock down shots today. I thought the beginning of the third quarter was a key stretch of the game. I think they started out 11-2, and then we were kind of swimming upstream the rest of the way.
Held them to almost 100 points, and last game under 100 points. What's been working on defense these last 2 games?
Well, the pace of both games was slower for sure, but our guys are showing a lot of good activity, and they're pretty connected. I thought what hurt us tonight was the free throws. They got to the line 30 times, outscored us by 17 points. That's kind of the difference in the game. But proud of the effort, like I said, and our guys are really competing hard.
Steve, kind of the big picture, considering you obviously have Draymond but no Jimmy and the trade deadline moves, what do you think this group can be defensively? Second group half of the season. What do you think this current group can be defensively for the second half of the season?
We've been a good defensive team, most of the year, and I like our individual defenders. I like Draymond behind the play, connecting the group. I like Al, at the rim, shot blocking and cleaning up the paint, and so I think we can be even better, with Kristaps and Steph healthy. So that's the key, really, is can we, get through the break and get everybody, in one piece and finding a rhythm together.
So, is there any update on Steph's timeline, and is he returning before All-Star Weekend possibility?
Steph?
Good question.
Yeah, he's doubtful for Monday, and we'll take it day by day, but I don't expect him to play on Monday.
In terms of offensive rhythm, is it like not having that tonight? Was it as simple as just like not making shots, or were there things that you felt like you guys could have done to get more rhythm?
I didn't think we were good in the first half. I thought we were better in the second half, just moving their defense. They kind of play a little hybrid zone, and then it morphs into a man. And when we got stagnant and tried to ISO and go one-on-one, there was nothing there. But when we moved and we cut, we got some good possessions. But we needed more of that. Second half, we only turned it over 2 or 3 times and had some good looks. I think we had 2 open threes to take the lead, which, was a pretty good comeback after that early third quarter, deficit. But, 14 for 51, especially without Steph, without Jimmy. We know we have to make threes, and just didn't knock shots down and didn't create enough energy and flow, I think, offensively overall.
Defensively tonight, it seemed like you were pretty comfortable playing LeBron straight up. What were some of the keys to making things tough on him?
Well, we've got good individual defenders, and Draymond is always behind the play. If he's not guarding LeBron, he's behind the play and causing some havoc. But I thought our defense was good enough to win the game. So we were fine on that end. Just couldn't turn that into offense. I think we had like 16 steals, and we got like 4 nothing out of that. We got 4 transition points, 16 steals. So we have to with this group, especially without Steph, we have to find some easy points. And when we look at the tape, I guarantee you there's going to be 8 or 10 points that we left hanging out there in transition. We've got to find a way. Guys have to run for layups, not just threes. We have to space the floor. We have to make good decisions. I didn't feel like our transition was good enough tonight for us to win.
Steve, speaking on Guy and Moses, they've taken seemingly that jump these last couple of games. How proud are you?
You say Guy and Moses?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the level of pride that you're seeing that they're taking that next step, seeing everyone go down?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch young players emerge. And, you know, Guy was a second-round pick 4 or 5 years ago, and to see his progression through the G League and, you know, the last couple of years really becoming an important player for us. It's fun to see that. And Moses, I think, you know, since mid-season last year when we traded Jimmy, it really allowed Moses a very clear role, and he's taken advantage of that and played really well the second half of last season and then first half of this one.
You mentioned the low point total that you've held teams to the last 2 games had to do in part with pace. I was wondering, with Kristaps coming in and Curry coming back with the injuries and whatnot, do you see playing with more pace to be a good thing, or would you rather the team play a little bit slower? Kind of what's your philosophy when it comes to how quickly a team plays or not?
I think it's we always want to get out and run and get easy baskets if we can, and you know, we have to get some reps with Kristaps. My image of him is a guy who trails the play top of the key and makes threes up there. But you know, he's a shot blocker, which can generate offense, generate pace. We just have to find our way with him once he starts playing.
Moses, Steve said that he was impressed with you guys' defense as a collective, but he said that you guys just weren't able to convert enough, especially in transition. I was wondering, what did you see on that end of the floor?
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff, just, you know, getting to the rim, getting contact, got to finish through it. Shots that didn't fall, but the process was right.
How cool was it to see Pat get his contract converted to a standard NBA contract for a guy who seems beloved by you guys in the locker room?
Yeah, it's cool to see. You know, I've been there with him, I don't know how long, 2-3 years now. So just watching his mindset, going in there every year, his delusion in a way, you know, like just the way that he approached the game, the way that his mentality. It's cool to see. It's cool to be in the locker room with him, and I'm happy to see it pay off. You know, the good guys win.
What have your early interactions with Kristaps been like, and what do you think that he can bring to the team?
Yeah, he's been cool. Our first time around him was today. You know, casual, like nice to meet you type of thing. But yeah, just watching his game over the years, I think he definitely adds a lot to our team. Just having the size, defensively, offensively, being able to stretch the floor, knock down shots, get to the free throw line. I think he'll be a nice contribution.
You talk at all to Jonathan since the trade, and just kind of beyond that, what was it like, you know, coming in with him and now seeing him go take the next step in his journey?
Yeah, it's different, you know, being here without him. We came in together, been seeing the dude every day since, almost. But no, I haven't talked to him since he left. You know, everything happens fast, and you know, everybody hitting him up. So I'll probably wait a little bit. But I mean, I'm happy for him. Happy to see him go on in this journey, because that's what it is. It's a journey. It's an individual journey for everybody. So you know, that's just the next step in his.
What are you gonna miss the most about KLEBER?
Good question. A lot of different things on the court and off the court. You know, when you're around somebody so long, it's just certain stuff like his music taste, maybe like his energy coming in the locker room, his dance moves, you know, all that type of stuff, his jokes, his presence. That'll be missed for sure. But then on the court, I'm gonna miss seeing him fly through the sky, draw defenders, kick it out, get those open shots. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot that I'll miss.
Cool. Thanks. We'll have one more here.
Thank you, Moses.
Whoops. Well, thanks for waiting. That's a wrap. We will. Oh, thanks, Dean. You're always keeping it positive. Good for you, Dean. Actually, let me play this.
Since the trade and just kind of beyond that, what was it like, you know, coming in with him and now seeing him go take the next step in his journey?
Yeah, it's
All right. Next live. Year round, Dean. Maybe tomorrow to talk KP, Porzingis, JJJ. If so, then 8 p.m. Otherwise, when's the next game? Whenever the next game is, probably in a couple days. So that'll be, yeah, Monday, Memphis Grizzlies, oddly enough, February 9th at 7 o'clock. See you then. Just us 1, 2, 3, brate. I got to run. Bye-bye.